G'day, how's it all going? Happy New Year to you all. Today we're going to review a beer that everyone knows what it is. You've seen it everywhere. It is, where's the glass for it? But there's a bottle. Okay, so this is a 650ml fully imported bottle of Heineken from Holland. It is a 650ml green bottle. It's 5% ABV. Now you can buy Heineken brewed under license in Australia, but it's absolute horrid. Story goes, I was going to review the Heineken about probably 2 years ago. Anyway, I was thirsty one night and it was in the fridge. The bottle said, I'll drink this and I'll get another to review. Well, Dad said I ended up tipping it out. It tastes like nail polish remover. I never actually drink nail polish remover, but if you imagine what the smell is, you imagine what it tastes like. And it was absolutely terrible. And that was brewed under license in Australia. Heineken. So I've always kind of skipped by Heineken. I've had it before. Look, I've had it on tap at weddings. I've drank it. I brought cartons of it a long time ago. But it's always been kind of beer. I always seem to, if I have a session, I always seem to get a bit of a headache out of it. So, but that's like any beer if you drink too much of it, especially when it's super full strength beer. Now the use by date is April 2014. This was a clearance line at Dan Murphy's. Like I said, it's $4.90, which is pretty cheap. It's been, got it out of the cold section at Dan Murphy's, brought it home, chucked it in the freezer, only because it's like 35, 40 degrees here today. Got it out the glass. I did chuck the glass in just the fridge, just a slight chill, not too severe. So let's pour it out into this Heineken beer glass and see how she goes. Yeah, so I've actually had this on draft. Had a wedding about probably a year and a half ago. Wasn't too bad. It's, I don't know, well, you go on rate beer, I think rate beer gets about a 6 or 7 overall and like a 40 for the style. The style being a European pale lager. Now on the back it says here, it's ingredients say water, malted barley, hops. It doesn't say anything about being an adjunct lager. Now I always thought Heineken had maize in it, but, and including yeast. Yeast is on the bottle, but yeast of course is the ingredient. But yeah, it says, it's saying here there's no adjuncts in the beer, so that's pretty interesting. Okay, so the much maligned Heineken, loved by millions, hated by a select few that have influence over the drinking community. So let's have a smell. Yeah, it's got a typical Euro pale aroma. People said before, that's what it is. It's just like light beer smell with kind of like hops. The noble hop, what I call the noble hop aroma. That's what it reminds me of. Anyway, look, it smells pretty good. It looks pretty good. It's hot enough here. It's kind of beer that definitely suits my climate here in Australia, so let's get into it. Cheers. Okay, carbonation's there. Righto, that is just, that doesn't taste like nail polish remover. It tastes like a decent Euro pale lager. It's got that kind of Dutch flavour to it. Most of the beers, you get something like a Hooten or Orange Boom. They're actually adjunct lagers, but they're kind of the Holland style with the hop. It's hard to, how would you describe Heineken? Would you describe it as being somewhat, a bit of breadiness to it? Malt, light toasted malt, sweetness. Semi-dry to dry finish. But I will also, something I just noticed then, this beer has some body to it. It definitely has some body. It's not light and watery. It's light, but it's got body to it. It's actually got a bit of texture to it. Let's have another go. Kind of got that hop bitterness. It's that noble hop. I don't know if they use SARS in this, but I pick it up in a lot of European beers I have. Got a bit of a zestiness to it, a bit of a zing. to the beer, which always makes them pretty enjoyable. Now I will say this is probably one of the better Heinekens I've ever had. But saying that too, I was talking to a fella yesterday. We're talking about beers, and he goes, he had this particular beer. He had it once and it was great. He went back and he brought a carton of it, got home and thought, well, this isn't as good as I remember. But I always find beer, you got to be in a. Well, it depends on what kind of beer you're drinking. You got to be in the mood for it. Now, sometimes you may feel like something like a stout, something that's really malty and dark and roasty. Some days you just might want something light and refreshing. That's light tasting and a lot more refreshing quality, maybe a bit lower in ABV. And today, in this heat, the Heineken is hitting the spot. I can't discount it at all. It's got a refreshment ability to it, the beer. It's very clean actually. It is actually cleaner than Hooten. I've had Hooten, which is that jug, cheap imported Dutch lager, which is very good for its price. This one's just this bowl's a little bit cleaner. Would I drink it day in, day out? No, I wouldn't. Do I think it's best beer? No, I don't. But it's okay. It's nothing wrong with it really. It gets a pretty bad rap. And like I said, that bottle I had was pretty horrid. But you know, saying that bottle may not got much love at the store. You know, beer stores or the workers at beer stores don't really understand. It's just a job to them. It's not a real hobby like it is for us. But you know, it doesn't get a lot of care. It gets like light. As you know, same old story. Green bottles, light, you know, affects it. So if you're watching this channel, you know that I like. You can see it there. You know I like these. This is Pork Crackle. And it's really, they're not that bad for you, really. Full of fibre, full of nutrients. If you're stuck in the desert, you could survive, but you probably die first from the salt, drying your mouth out. So we'll have I'll put him down. Have a piece of crackle. Crackle's nice and spicy. It's got some other spices there, some salts. And let's go again. Okay, what do you expect? It goes good with salty foods. It's just a light tasting beer that go with any food pretty much. Okay, so a score for Heineken. All the way, this is the imported one. Just remember, if you want, you can get the imported cans in Denmark at the moment. You can get the small ones or the larger ones, 500ml cans, or the 330 or 345 or 355, whatever they are. But these are on clearance, and this is not skunk. There's no skunk in this beer. It's pretty good. Drinkability is high. Goes well with any food. You can get it anywhere. It's okay. So Heineken, I'll give it a B+. But like I said, it all depends where you're getting it, what you're getting it, and how fresh it is. This isn't the freshest bottle, but it tastes fine. And I'm actually enjoying it today. So thanks for watching this episode of Gez Reviews. As always, you guys take care. Don't play up too much, and I'll see you later.